Hello everyone, it is Sunday, August 2nd, 2020, which means it's time for my comic book hot pick video for books being released Wednesday, August 5th. Now, if you haven't seen this is a video where I talk about titles that I'm looking forward to, whether it be a storyline that I like, a hot cover, or a book that has a possible first appearance, or a possible speculative book for those of you who like to speculate on books that are going to go up in price. So I didn't do the new comic book video Wednesday because, quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot that came out and I didn't pick anything up. I'll pick up a few books that I had put aside on this Wednesday's video because there's a couple of hot titles that are coming out that I'm definitely going to be showing. And then at the end of the video, I have a little surprise. I went to a storage unit of mine, went through some boxes to look for a few things, and I have some books that I'm going to show that I think you guys might enjoy seeing. So nothing old, all recent stuff, but all hot stuff. So let's jump right into the books. First one from AWA. We've talked about AWA in the past. They've done a really, really good job with their storylines. There's a new one coming out called Bad Mother #1. This is going to be two covers. The A cover was really nice. The B cover was nothing that was really spectacular to me. So I will definitely be getting an A cover. Next up is Batman 96. This is part of the Joker War storyline that we've talked about. It is also the first appearance of a character called Clown Killer. Now, we don't know how they're going to incorporate this character into the storyline, but it's a Batman book, and it's a Batman either villain or ally. We'll find out what they're going to do with it. So it's always a good bet to put a couple of those aside because it is Batman, and you never know with that. Next up, the book that I think is going to be one of the hottest releases this week, which is Dark Knight's Metal, Legends of the Dark Knight. This is the first appearance of King Robin, and it's already selling in the $20 to $25 range on pre-sales. But I don't know how limited this book is actually going to be, which means I don't know how long that $20 to $25 price point is going to be active. I think it's going to be a character they're going to try to build on. I think it's something that does have long-term value, but how much of that long-term value is going to depend on how many of these books were actually purchased, because there are, rumors out there that some shops ordered real big on it, and so we'll have to wait and see. But right now, it's selling consistently in the $20 to $25 range. That again was Dark Knight's Death Metal. It's a one-shot Legends of the Dark Knight, first appearance of King Robin. Next one up is going to be my favorite book of the week, whether or not I'm able to get one or not. We'll have to wait and see. Is Ice Cream Man, which we've talked about on this channel a lot because I really like Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man #20, the B cover. It's a Cat in the Hat Dr. Seuss cover where he's holding an ice cream cone, and this book is already selling, very, very well on the secondary market, and we'll see how that goes because Ice Cream Man doesn't get purchased by a lot of shops, so there might only be a few copies out there. Hopefully I'll be able to dig up a copy somewhere. We'll have to wait and see about that. And then finally, the last book that, I always have to mention is Empire #4. Again, this book is selling really, really well. It's blowing off the shelves. People seem to enjoy the storyline. I haven't read it a whole lot. And again, 6 covers on this one, so enjoy. Purchase the book that you think you're going to like the cover on because 6 covers is just too much. Again, that's all I'm looking forward to this week. So we will talk about, again, Bad Mother #1 from AWA, Batman 96, Joker War storyline with first appearance of Clown Killer, Dark Knight Death Metal, King Robin, which is going to be the hot book, and then Ice Cream Man B cover for Ice Cream Man #20, a Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat variant, which I think is going to be really, really hot. And then Empire #4, 6 covers, so pick the cover that you like. Now, everybody was talking about the last videos I did. They really liked the more modern books that I showed, so I went to my storage unit because, like I stated, I buy books, I show them on the video, I bag and board them, put them in boxes, put them in a storage unit because I am not a person who flips things. I don't resell things very quickly. I don't care about trying to make the fast buck. That's not what I do this for. I do this because I love the industry, I love the books, and it's going to have a nice inventory down the road because the things I usually keep in my personal collection are just, early bronze and earlier pre-code. The other stuff, you know what, I don't really have a lot of need for all that stuff, but I know that a lot of people enjoy it. So I went to the storage unit, went through some boxes, and I found a few books that I think you might enjoy. So let's take a look at it. And I did grade these, so let's take a look. First one I found, this is Carnage USA, #1 of 4, Clayton Crane. right there. I graded this a 9.4. This came out in 2012. This is a tough book to get in a high grade condition because it's white and it stains very easily, but this is a really nice book right there. Next up, some of the books that are probably some of the hottest books out there. And again, just found these in boxes sitting there. First one I have right here, Silver Surfer Black #1, second printing. This is the Null cameo, and this is him on the cover, and this is a 9.4 from 2019. Of course, I love that cover because he's giving Silver Surfer a little choke out right there. There's that book there. Next up, it's amazing what you find when you just go through some boxes, right? This is Venom #3, second print, first full Null. This is, I graded this a 9.6. 9.6, which probably means it's a 9.8 right here from 2018. Venom #12. This is a second print, first cover appearance of Dylan Brock. Graded this a 9.4. Cool cover right there with the baby, with his as a baby. And I found not one, but two. Both graded 9.4. And these are selling again also very, very well. Next two I found, again, this is another book that's really been blowing off the shelves or really going up there in a price point. This is Original Sin Amazing Spider-Man #4. This, of course, Cindy Moon becomes the first Silk. Right here, first Silk appearance by Cindy Moon. Now, I graded this one a 9.8. Now, if you know me, I don't grade a lot of books 9.8. There's nothing wrong with this book. This book is absolutely immaculate. This one here is immaculate 9.8. This one is immaculate 9.8. Two of them graded 9.8 right there. So you know what these are going for. And if I say it's a 9.8, it's probably going to be a 9.8. And then I went in and I looked for a couple of other things. Just books that you know you have there somewhere. And I just have, like I said, tons and tons of books I've been purchasing over the last few years. Next one I'm going to have right here, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man #1. Polybagged edition. Again, polybag still on it, never opened, so these should be in really good condition. Two of those. And last but not least, a book that is absolutely scorching hot is Ultimate Fallout Spider-Man No More #4. First appearance of Miles Morales, first print. Nothing wrong with this book, still in the polybag. I checked what you can check with as it relates to the spines, both front and back cover, which you can see through the polybag. Corners, everything looks perfect. This book is probably, again, 9.6, 9.8. Just books that I'm finding, in boxes because I don't, really put certain things aside and hold on to it like that. It's just how I do it. So there was that right there. Now, with that said, this book and these, I'm thinking about selling. I would prefer a buyer locally here because I really don't want to send these through the mail, even though they are in hard cases. So if you're interested in possibly purchasing some of these, we can do private message back and forth. I'll tell you, this book here is going to be very expensive because of the condition, and I know what they're going for. You all know what they're going for online. But maybe you might be interested in purchasing it and getting it graded, and if it comes back at 9.8, you'll make a good amount of money on it as well because I'm not trying to get the 9.8 price, but I am going to get a good price for it. And then I might be interested in selling some of the other ones that I showed you guys. But again, these grades are there and you're not going to get them on the cheap. When I sell books, I don't really sell them on the cheap because of the condition and because of the way I grade things. So that's just saying that. If you are interested, you can send me a private message through Messenger, or you can give me a way to contact you and we can talk back and forth if you're interested in any of these books that I showed, and we'll see if we can work out a deal. Again, local here in Las Vegas would be better, where I can just do a hand delivery, hand to hand. That way they can see the book and we're all happy with it. So let me know what you're going to talk about that. If you're interested in doing that, we can talk about it. That's pretty much all we have this week. Again, Ice Cream Man B cover, Dr. Seuss. I'm hoping I'm able to get at least one of them. We'll see what happens with that. And then, of course, first appearance of Clown Killer, Batman 96, and the first appearance of King Robin in the Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knight #1. So that's pretty much all we have. So I hope you liked the video, but as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great day. Happy hunting, and I'll see you real soon.